degenerates. It is May 26, 2013. Also, it's Sunday. But today we are going to talk about WildStar. So, the stress test just happened. And it wasn't much of a stress test. Well, we actually did our job. We stressed the shit out of the servers, which was the good thing. Apparently, the second they opened the servers, they ran out of bandwidth. I'm not shitting you. They ran out of bandwidth or something. So, or something with their data center, it was just too clogged up. I think their first test, they only had a few hundred people in the server. Now they had 4,000, 3,000 people at the same time. And everything just went to shit. But that is what a stress test is about. It's taking a bunch of people, testing the limits of your server. Now, whether it was a legitimate, bandwidth, just complete control of bandwidth, and if they ran out of it, I'd say they'd have to, head to the bank, get themselves a bigger loan, and build some bigger servers, buy some more bandwidth. I'm talking all triplificates of fucking bandwidth. What is that? I don't even know what that is. Anyway, so my thoughts. The character creation was pretty cool. Now, I have video on it, but I obviously can't show you. They kind of made it so that while you're in the stress test or in the beta, your name is watermarked everywhere in the background of the game, which is pretty cool. So that way, if you try to release some footage, they know exactly who you are. Sorry, I just came back from the gym, so I'm look kind of either I have to take a big shit and I'm profusely sweating, or I just came back from the gym. Anyway, so the character creation was really cool. They only had 2 classes available, and a lot of good options, man. The hair options were insane. There was over 30, there was 30 hair options. You had your beard options. You had everything. And it was pretty cool. Some of them were I could definitely create some really weird characters. Now, when I created my character and I finally got into the game, first thing I thought was World of Warcraft meets Pixar meets some new cartoony generation of MMOs. Now, it felt really smooth, even for the lag. I had 40,000 MS, but it did feel very good. It felt very smooth. The attacks on the enemies were easily dodgeable. You basically use directional button and your control to swing, move out of the way, dodge. A lot of the bosses or mobs, they have this little red cone in front of them. Kind of you already saw in their previous gameplay photos of Gamescom and PAX. And I liked it. And it's very CPU friendly, very graphics card friendly. I didn't get much stutter. With a couple of 100 people in the same area as me, I was still at 90 FPS. It felt really good so far. So hopefully the next stress test that we have for WildStar is going to be better. Hopefully I'll get more time in it. Once again, I can't post any footage of anything, so we're going to have to wait on that until they lift some sort of media NDA. The newest video they talked about was paths. The path that I'm taking, or that I want to take, is definitely the soldier path. I kind of like the whole questing, going out, killing monsters, mini-bosses, little epic bosses around the world. Settler was pretty cool too. Settler's more you build NPCs and you build little hubs for your players to go to, little bars and taverns. I'm not sure how that works though, if it's instant or you could just pick a part of the land out in Nexus and just start going at it. Now I know I don't have a lot of information from the stress test, but all I can say is it does look good. It does play very well. It is definitely the current MMOs. It's kind of like I guess it's very cartoony and it's very fun to look at. It's not like all of these other new MMOs that are coming out recently where they're trying to work more on making the characters look realistic and making them look human-like. These guys are straight up cartoony, fun, fast. Little emotes are funny as fuck, and I think a lot of people might enjoy this game because it'll remind them a lot about the current cartoony MMO that everyone's currently playing right now. So with that, I gotta go. It's Sunday. I gotta get prepared for streaming and all that good shit. Double chest pound. Peace.